welcome to Meanwhile back on the hobby farm. This is the no power edition. Power went out last night about 10 o'clock and anticipating it'll be out at least till this weekend. I guess half of our county lost the power. We had some straight winds that came in last night. Storm only lasted basically about a minute. It came in, knocked everything out. So here we are. Hey, I did these 3 days ago. These are my echinacea. You're going to say, hey Ken, last time you told us that you cut the heads off because you were afraid the seeds were going to fall down and you were going to lose them. The seeds are a very important part of the municipal compounds of this herb. You're correct. These are the first batch that I did. I put them on there, but if you notice, check that out. The seeds are still intact. They never came out. So I decided, why do all that extra work? So I did these a couple days ago, 2-3 days ago. They're hanging up. Echinacea, very, very good. Bronchitis, upper respiratory distress, the flu, common cold, the cough, that CV that's been affecting us for the last almost 2 years. I can't say it because I'll get booted from YouTube because we are censored now in America and we're not allowed to say that certain words without them putting a 5-page disclaimer. So anyway, that's over there. We're going to take care of that in the next day or so. Last evening, I cut up some lemon balm. That'll be dry in a couple days. Over here, I've got some apple mint. And I just picked this up because I wanted to make some tea. And it's been very, very sticky. Not hot, only been 85, 90 degrees, but the humidity is killing us. So we're going to pause this on a second. Hey, I bet you haven't seen one of these in a while. We have one. It's not working. Actually, you can hook it up to a computer. There's a software that you can wirelessly hook it up to your computer and actually use it, but I don't have time for that. Must I dare even bring this subject up? The government came up with the lame brain idea a few years back. Let's make Americans safer because they're stupid. And came up with these ridiculously safety nozzles that are a pain in the ass. It takes you basically about 15 minutes to empty one of these into whatever you're putting it into, a generator, a vehicle, a lawnmower, whatever. However, I know they do sell them online. I'm going to order some. They're the old-fashioned type. Somebody came up with the great idea. Okay, the gas cans are illegal, but the nozzles aren't. So they manufactured and produced these old-fashioned nozzles. A screw on here. It comes with a little drill bit, and you put a hole over here for a breather, a burper, and you are in business. And here we are inside. We have shut the air conditioner off as much as we hated to, but in order to be able to produce electricity in the house with fans and lights and one refrigerator and 2 freezers, we had to sacrifice the AC, but we do have a fan going. But the puppies don't seem to mind. Mom is relaxing over here. We've got a fan on her. And a couple little guys over here. Their eyes haven't opened yet, have they, Mom?
Not yet.
Not yet, but boy, do they get around. I had one out in the kitchen say, boy, poor Mom. Ouch. That hurt. Man, thank God they don't have teeth. I'm telling you that. Poor Mom. But we've got a nice fan blowing on them over here. And you're asking, what's this mess? Well, we had some storms come in last night. Really didn't get much rain. It was straight wind, lasted about a minute. Half of our county was without electricity last night. Enhances, that's why I showed you the generator. And we have another round coming in tonight that is supposed to be worse. Now we're in a little bit more of a higher risk for tornado activity this evening. Chickens don't seem to mind. I just threw them over. I planted these cucumbers in my garden, and Joanne's convinced they're half cucumbers and half pumpkin because they're orange. Look at that one right there. It's orange. Who produces an orange cucumber? Chickens don't seem to mind. They're not really eating that celery over there, but there's some eggshells in there. These branches are from another neighbor. Lost a big maple tree the other day, so I came by 2 times in this past week, and I brought them some leaves, but they're pretty well dried up right now. So I've got to take these. The bad part of this is I got to scoop all these branches up and put them in a pile and burn them. And check this out, folks. Fully stocked. We've got some freezer jam, strawberry jam. Yum, yum, yum. Got some eggs. And last but not least, everything is going well. Oh my gosh, you're saying, Ken, these puns gotta go. You're right, I apologize. You're wondering why I've got rocks around there? I have the rocks around there because I don't like to advertise that I have a well. You never know, you get somebody that's ill-minded, they can mess with you. So they're kind of camouflaging it up. But the reason why I'm showing you this well right now is I have been researching and I am going to get one, hopefully before the winter. It only costs $320. It's made out of the same PVC pipe, and you can go down about 120 feet, and I don't anticipate this well going any further than that. What you do is you take off this well head here, and you drill a hole on the top. I think it's an inch and a half PVC pipe. You take the cap off, you have two people, you stand about 10 feet apart, and you start gluing the pieces together. I think they come in 8-foot sections, and you start gluing them, and you just have one person standing over the well with this cap off and just lowering it down, and then when you run out of length, you add another piece, and the person's about 10 feet away is feeding you in an archway, so it goes down in there. And then once you reach the top, you cut off where it needs to be, put the cap on, the end is sticking out, and then there is a hand pump unit made out of heavy duty plastic, water grade plastic and aluminum. And you screw it on there, and it's got the old-fashioned pump where you pump the handle. And the reason why I want to get one of those is because right now we don't have electricity probably till this weekend, maybe longer depending on the storm damages tonight. And what's good about those is you don't have to run a generator. We have a generator right now. The generator that you saw earlier is actually operating the whole house. I mean, minus some things. You got to be a little smart about it. We have two freezers and a refrigerator are the biggest appliances going on in the house right now. And actually, I unplugged one of them, and I'm going to alternate every 12 hours. I'm going to alternate plugging one in because they're both full. Because it was a little taxing on our 3500 generator. But we have everything else is working in the house. The lights, the outlets for fans. What have you. We're not running the AC. But anyway, going back to the water, I could go downstairs. We have 3 different circuits in the house, and shut all the circuits off and just turn the well one on so that we could take a shower, we could fill up the toilets, fill up the dog water. It's just a pain in the butt. I got enough things to do. So what we did was, we still do have a trickle of water that comes out. Like I just filled up the dog's bowl. It took me 10 minutes, but it filled up the dog's water bowl. We do have family and friends that are just 2 miles up the road that fortunately for them, they have electricity. So we're going to bring our 5-gallon jugs, water jugs, fill them up, and just to drinking water, what have you, fill up the back of the toilet, and we'll be in good shape. But going back to this well, I cannot wait to get this. It's freezer proof, so once you end up shutting that handle down, all the water goes right back down to the bottom of the well. There's no water in the PVC pipe to burst during the winter time. So I'm definitely getting one of those. I shopped around. I was disappointed because the first one I saw, Bessel or whatever, Bessel, they wanted about $3,500 for this unit. I found this unit that's for this pump for $320. Unfortunately, it's called the Idaho hand pump, but they don't have any contractors out here in Michigan. But they give you easy to do instructions, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my older son together doing it, and kind of talk him into, we have so many wells out here we are out in the country out here. There's no big city. 90% of the people have wells. It's a good moneymaker, so I'm going to try to get my son on board. If it's an easy project as it looks, and we can get it to work here, I'm going to try to set him up for his own little part-time business of installing those. He can make himself a little bit of a profit, and everybody's happy. Everybody likes to have water, I'll tell you that. Which reminds me, we're going to come over here. Don't mind the lawn. It's been so hot. I haven't been able to mow it. I don't have the gutters up on the house yet, but that is the plan before the winter. And I'm going to have big IBC totes on the other side, about 4 of them. They're 300 gallons each. And I'm going to collect rainwater. There'll be a filter on it. And in the meantime, tonight, for the storm coming in, don't waste anything. Those buckets will be filled up with the runoff from the roof. And that's going to be to fill up the chicken and the duck and the goat water jugs for tomorrow. So I don't have to use our 5-gallon water jugs that we have. Here is our 5-gallon buckets. I've got jugs. Even though we have well water here and we have a filter, it's not the Cadillac of filters. So until I get this Cadillac of filters, I forget the name of it. I showed it on one of my previous videos on Facebook. That takes out everything. Even people in the city can use it. It takes out fluoride. We have no fluoride out here, obvious. But until then, we've been buying our bottled water just to be safe. But I will fill these up tonight over at a friend's house, and that'll be our brushing our teeth and maybe filling up the dog waters inside for a couple of days until we get some electricity back. And last but not least, Mama Joanne has planned a camping trip for us this weekend, and the good news is cold front comes in on Friday. It's only going to be, I think, 80 degrees Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, Tuesday next week. But the important thing is it's going to be dry. None of this sticky, nasty, gooey, crappy Florida type weather. That's on its way out, I think, tomorrow night. I guess we're going to get another round of storms tomorrow night, the big ones tonight, and then we're going to be in good shape. So the good news is it'll be nice, clean, refreshing air to sleep in. So that's a good thing. Hey, that's it, folks. Do me a favor. Hey, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right. Really helps out the channel a lot. Appreciate it very much. Hey, if you're in a hot zone, stay cool. If you're in a cold zone, stay hot. Take care.